Hi lovelies, it's Ethony and I am going to be shaking things up. I don't know if this is a new moon in Gemini thing, but I have been doing Oracle Wednesday, my Oracle #Oracle Wednesday on my newsletter and on Instagram and on Facebook, not on my profile, but on my page, Ethony Tarot, for years. I think it's nearly 5 years that I've been doing this. And I was like, why am I not doing this on YouTube and Instagram TV? Why am I not doing this on video? So I'm giving this a whirl. I'm not sure how you're all going to receive this. I see a lot of beautiful souls on YouTube doing pick a card readings, and I thought, why would I? But then I'm like, I do this already, so why not? So I'm still going to have little written messages, but if you want to see the full experience, because I get a lot when I channel, I speak quickly, and there's a lot that comes in when I do video, then this is what you're going to want to see. You're going to want to watch the video. So I just wanted to pop in and say this is a reason why it's moving across all channels now to be this way. So, but I am going to still do the written ones because I know some of you, you pick your cards while you're at work. I get it. I totally get it. And the reveals are going to be instant moving forward. You no longer have to wait or go back to my profile if you have been seeing this on Instagram. At Ethony, thank you so much for being my Instagram friend. Thank you for being my friend on the Instagrams. I really appreciate it. There's like 45,000 of you now. Cannot even. So I'm doing this across all platforms now. Yeah. And I love being on video. I love talking. I'm a Gemini. Can't help it. So to celebrate, I'm actually going to be doing my 3. It's always pick a card, 1, 2, and 3. But I've got 3 cards in each one. Whoop, whoop. So you're going to be getting an extra helping of love. This is for messages as of the 5th of June, 2019 until the 12th, until the next week when you pick your next cards. This is a guidance, general guidance for you. I am now going to allow the camera to swap over for you to have a look at the piles of cards, pick your cards, and then come back and we're going to do the reveal together. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Fully in and out. Pause for a moment and hold in your mind and your energy what message you need to hear for the coming week, from this Wednesday morning until next Wednesday. And I want you to select which pile of cards you feel the most drawn to. This being pile 1, this being pile 2, and this being pile 3. Once you've selected that, you're ready to start the next section, where I'm going to reveal your messages. Alrighty, you've picked your pile. Remember which one you picked, even if you write it down, the number down on a little post-it note while I go through every one of them. So pile 1, I've moved them to my reading space now. So pile 1, we have 3 cards. The first card is from the Animal Magic Oracle, and the Kickstarter is now live. So your message this week is all about changing perspectives. The Mountain Goat is your first card. Mountain goats are able to get higher than any other mammal. They have a perspective that no other animal, no other person can really get. I don't know if you've seen these. I've seen these in the wild, in the Rockies, and it is crazy how they perch themselves. So the first thing you're going to be asked to do is to climb higher and get a different perspective and not be afraid to take risks. They can move very, very quickly. Mountain Goat energy is the energy of air and is asking for you to allow things to move that need to be moved and not to stifle your own creativity. The second message you have is to just instigate one small change. What is one small thing that you can do this week for yourself, for your energy, for your boundaries, for your love, for your self-care, that is going to allow you to put into practice some of the things that you have been thinking and dreaming of. Just one small change is going to make a massive difference in your life. One small change. And this is from the Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle. Finally, your last piece of advice for those of you who've picked group 1 is to release. And this is from my Awakened Soul Oracle deck. You need to release that stuff that is no longer serving you because you're being asked to go and look at things from a different perspective. I'm going to get these all in a line for you. Because you're being asked to see things from a different perspective, because you're being asked to put one small thing in practice and change one small thing in your life, and because you're being asked to release something, holding on to stuff that is no longer good for you is just going to set you back. You are being asked and challenged and called by your spirit. You're being stirred and summoned and called by every ounce of your being to really look at what is serving you and what is not, and really releasing things, even if it's just that one small change that you release, that one small thing that you put into practice, and then you shift your perspective by allowing space. One of the crazy things about movement and about allowing things to move through is just how much space you're going to create when you let things go. So for my lovely ones who've picked group number 1, get into higher perspective. Allow to invoke some air element into your work. Don't be afraid to take risks. One small change is all you're being asked to implement this week, and then release all the things that no longer serve you. And you'll find when you do that, when you release what no longer serves you, and when you are ready to do that, it's just as easy as breathing. You just let it go. You just allow it to naturally fall through your fingers instead of clutching it really, really heavily in your energy field. This is going to get refined. This is my first time doing this like this way. I'm usually just write it. So please allow some of this, I guess it's like my extra personality to come through while I'm channeling these messages for you. Because what I should probably be doing at the end is telling you what cards, what decks they are from, but I got a little bit excited. So I'm not going to hold that back. That is who I am. I am a silly Billy. Okay, group number 2. Are you ready? And I do these thick, fast, and furious. I'm not here to tell you absolutely everything. This is for you to put one thing into practice, one message, something that you can action in your life to next week, right? So I'm not going to tell you everything that is completely all up to you. If there's a message that resonates with you, freaking fantastic. Group number 2, your first thing, orca energy. Orcas are the apex predator of the marine world, but they have tight-knit family connections, and they are extraordinarily intelligent, and what amazing hunters they are. I've spent a lot of time with orca energy. I've been very, very, very fortunate. I've been to the beaches where they go and take their young and they rub their bellies on these beautiful white pebbles. I have been kayaking with them. I want to do that again before I pass over in this life. They are incredible. You are being asked to really look at your crew, look at your family, look at your pod, and where you need to get some help. You cannot be this hunter, predator, badass all the time. Sometimes you need to rely on the pack, rely on the pod to hunt and to take care and nourish you. They are communicative animals. They are wise, and they know when it's time to move away and let somebody else come in. Your second message is to ask for help. Very much ties in with this, with the orca energy here of asking for help, but knowing who the right person is to ask help from, and knowing who is there in your best interest, which ties with that orca energy. Knowing who's your real ally, who your real friend is, who your real family is, and who is going to really be able to help you. Sometimes it's not even like this horrible toxic thing. Sometimes people are just so in their own energy. They are learning their own stuff. They are in their own muck. They're working on their own shadow. They just simply don't have the time and energy to give to you. It's not that they're being selfish or that they're nasty and they're out to get you. Maybe they're just going through their own stuff. So that's very orca energy, knowing who the right people are, and then ask for help. You know, what goes around comes around, and everything is cyclical, and every person is connected, and with those little arrows that keep going around and around. Ask for help. Speak out if you need some assistance. You do not have to go it alone. And your final message for group number 2 is boundaries. And this is a really important one when you're asking for help. You need to know where your boundaries are. You need to know where your energy boundaries are. When you have reached the peak, when you need to call someone to get some help, whether that's please help me by picking up some groceries, or can you come watch my kids while I have a nap, or my boundaries have been reached at work, I need to like take a stress day or leave early, whatever it may be. I know all those things may not be possible, but even if you just recognize your boundaries and you call a helpline or you call a friend and you let people know that you're struggling, watch where your boundaries are and know where they are for yourself. Your body will always tell you, your spirit will always tell you where your boundaries are. Sometimes we just get really good at ignoring it and we push through. Believe me, I've gone to what is it called? Burnout mode more than once. You do not want to go there. So group number 2, know who's out, who can help you. Know when you are going to be the one who's leading, and then when you need to ask for help. Ask for help, ask the right people for help, and understand and respect where your body's boundaries are. Finally, group number 3, you have got a different journey this month. And can I just say, I have seen these animals everywhere right now. Hummingbirds. I've seen so many hummingbirds and it makes me so freaking happy. Who doesn't love a hummingbird? They're not in Australia, so when I first saw hummingbirds, I literally lost my absolute you know what. I saw hummingbirds a lot yesterday. I spent a lot of time outdoors. I saw one chasing a butterfly. Didn't even know they ever did that. This hummingbird was like after this butterfly because they drink the same nectar. I was not very happy with this beautiful, wasn't a monarch, but it was the same sort of coloring but different patterns. It was more yellow than orange. It was stunning. I wasn't quick enough to get my phone out. But hummingbirds are about joy. Hummingbirds are about blessing and finding things that you are happy about and finding the gratitude. And this is very linked to every single one of your messages this week. So finding joy in the small things. Hummingbirds are the smallest of the birds. Yes, finches are small and there are other small birds, but the species of hummingbird are actually the smallest, teeny tiny little ounces of joy. So you're being asked to look at for joy in the little things, love in the little things, looking at how you can bring small blessings into your life. Then your second little thing, your little challenge, is to embrace the imperfect and color with crayons. So once you found the little things, let's not get so caught up in things being perfect. It should be about what makes you happy. I said this to one of my very good friends this week when she was talking about, and we all know her, Benabel, when she was talking about doing videos about Crowley and the Thoth, I believe. And I was just like, girl, only if it makes you 120 million% happy. If it makes you happy, do it. If it doesn't, don't. But don't get stuck in this perfection state or feeling as though you have to or you should. It's about embracing the imperfect and only doing things that make you happy. And I don't know anyone who doesn't love coloring with crayons and coloring with color. Your final message for group 3 is to have gratitude. And see how they're all linked this week. Gratitude attracts more. And I understand that sometimes it can be really hard to find gratitude in things. It's not always clean cut and it's not always simple. But you are being asked to, if it's very difficult for you to count your blessings, if you don't have a gratitude journal, I've got one that's back there. I don't want to tip everything over. Doing the practice of 3 things every day that I'm grateful for and why. Remember to go back to the love in the little things. Go back to the small love and not allowing this everything needs to be perfect attitude to derail you. It is not getting you anywhere. Seek things out that make you happy. So that's your messages for the week, group 1, 2, and 3. So Oracle Wednesday has now come to YouTube. Again, those decks, I need to make sure I do this at the end. We have got my Awakened Soul Oracle by me and artist Danielle Mulligan. The waitlist for the 2nd edition is over on ethony.com. The Animal Magic Oracle by Freebird Market CA is on Kickstarter right now, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this gorgeous deck. I mean, can you even, on Friday. And then the Manifesting Your Greatness by Amy Chase, and that unboxing is already up on my channel. I hope you have found this inspirational. I hope that you like this new format of Oracle Wednesday. I know I'm throwing it out there. as a curveball. I know I've been doing it the same way for 5 years. I thought it was time to switch it up. I hope you have a freaking magical, amazing, love-filled, sparkly as a unicorn's butt week, and I'll see you all next time.